Live?
Yeah, they said it in chat.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Ray's Robots. My name is Ray Moy and this is my dad.
Hey, how you doing?
Normally we build in the basement, but for today we're hanging in my room. This morning we're going to discuss how you can build a large robot out of spare pound.
It's okay. It's all right.
Just wait.
It's okay. What is he saying? Sorry, he had a long night. A lot of Zoom classroom last today. So let's just get you back started here. Okay. You start with this morning.
Okay. This morning we're going to discuss how you can build a large robot out of spare parts found in your home. And by hunting for cheap parts online, old appliances, toys, gadgets, model kits, and food containers all make great robot bits and pieces. We're building a new robot over the next few months. Let's go through some of the parts we'll be using. Let me just switch cameras.
Just give me a second. Okay. Yeah, keep going. Here
Okay,
you
fine.
go. Okay. Let's get on here. Okay. So
Okay, we'll start with the torso. We've been using an old computer scanner for his chest. We'll be able to drill into it to use screws to attach his shoulders, head, and pelvis. The scanner has a lot of interior space and a great hinge which will allow us easy access to its insides.
okay. Some of the other parts.
This part would look good for a chest or just looks good in general, but it looks much too big for this one as you can see. So we may have to figure that out a bit more with some of the other pieces we have.
Once we add shoulders and things, right? Like you said, we could drill. This is great because it's hard plastic, so we can drill into it and attach the shoulder parts,
Yeah,
the spine and everything. And we're still looking at what his chest is going to look like. Not really sure. We might use something like this.
yeah,
We got some of these parts like from motorcycle from eBay auction for like $20. So we're still figuring out what his arms are going to look like.
yeah.
We know his base is going to be one of these the robot uh,
The
cat.
Bigfoot, yeah.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go uh,
Talk about Volt's
both
core
both from head to toe.
from head to toe, yeah. S-
Move this camera a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Volt's torso comes from an industrial robot arm. It is pretty heavy and it's hard to run into, so we use different adhesives to attach to all of his shoulders, as you can probably see there.
So like you said, this was an industrial robot arm.
Yeah,
But after we bought it, we realized it's way, way, way too hard to drill into. So
yeah, it's
anything
very
we
thick
attached to
metal.
him, we had to use an adhesive, like an
Indeed,
industrial
yeah.
strength adhesive to get that to stick. Okay.
Yeah.
Next part.
He also has a spine which is made from a metal bar and a few different containers that we had. It can separate, so if we needed, we could put him on a different base
And
or
also, it
connection.
makes it a lot easier when we're traveling
Yeah.
to come apart. And he's glued again with that same crazy industrial glue. Okay.
Similar properties apply to his arms, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Moving on to his head's made of binoculars, couple kits we bashed, chappy ears we got when that movie came out. His neck can come off for easy travel, but we're not going to take him off for now because there's a lot of wires connected up.
I know. So what do we got here?
We have a streaming camera, which is for streaming, yeah.
We also have other heads. This was one of his first heads, which
Looks a
as you
lot
can
similar,
see,
but has a couple of differences.
yeah. When we took him to California one time, it was kind of rough because his head had so many different chemicals in it that all of his sensors were ringing like crazy.
Yeah.
But they tested him and he was okay. So what's the next part after the head?
The base,
Okay.
which is made from a robot golf cart we got off eBay. It can go up to quite many miles and can be used by remote to control it and can also follow you if you set it on follow mode.
So yeah, normally we'd have a remote control. We could go around the Maker Faire, and he has like a 9-mile range, and basically that battery lasts the whole day. And when we set him to follow mode, what do we got here? Sonar, right?
Sonar, yeah. So that's how he sees.
So his eyes are actually on his shoulders. His microphone is actually right here in his chest because most kids are about this height, so we can adjust it. So when they talk to him, he can actually hear. Originally, we put the ears up, his 2 microphones here, but then we figured out that it was just easy to put this here. So,
Yeah.
okay, what comes out of that?
His
Base, we did
base,
that.
yeah. So
Shoulder.
the shoulders.
Okay.
His shoulders are actually made from what used to be his old chest, which we'll show in a video later, but now we use it as kind of how he connects up to the rest of his body. And as you'll probably see, another use of storage, this one we can take off because it's not really connected to anything, but his arm can just slide straight off.
Let me push, there you go.
Right there.
Okay. You can see the very put R on this so we know which is which.
Yeah.
So these little camera mounts, they're like $10, I think we got them for. And they're really great because they allow us to disconnect his head, his arms. We could switch on different arms. He has another set of arms that we want to rebuild. And you can see that whole thing works. Okay, so we've got the arm. Now what are we going to do next? Oh, the arm, sorry. So talk about the arm. The arm.
Oh, the arm's made of a mechano kit, which originally wasn't the case, but now it is since his brain is also mechano. And we put motorcycle handbars on him so he looks better and a
Okay.
bit less skeleton or skeletal.
So after the arm, we got what?
We got the back, which was made from an old toy tank, which not completely sure where we got it from, but it makes a great use to get all these wires and just a good storage place in general.
And on the back, we also have a battery pack for
Yep.
his.
For his speakers, which connects to what originally was a Tic Tac can, but now is a way we can plug it in.
Okay. And that's the way the streaming camera connects to the. Where is that? Here it is. Connects to that. So that gives about an hour of streaming. So when we want, we could just pull the battery.
Yeah.
You can just pull the battery.
Oh, yes.
It's okay. Okay. So when we get the next part. So we got
The front, which can be hinged open for easy access.
He's got lanyards from some of the Maker Fairs. He has little Elijah put his little googly eyes on him there. And,
Yeah.
Maker Faire. Panel opens, and this is all part of the industrial arm. We made it so it's easy to get into there. So there.
That's also where his brains are and how everything connects. So as you saw the wires in the back, that goes up to all his servos, his arms, and how everything connects.
Yep. And in there we've got plenty of space for batteries. You see here, it's a big cabinet space. During the summer, we have a little fan we put in here just to keep him cool because we found out that
He heats up, yeah.
He gets heavy. So you could just screw him back together. That should be good. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we're.
Okay, so now I'll show you a short video of how we built Fort. Stop video.
Hold on a second. Sharing the screen. Okay.
Vought Mark 1. The first version of Vought was very small. He consisted of 2 edge robot arms.
I don't think it's playing the video. 1 second. Let's get the zoom. Where is that? Hold on. Let's see if it's showing. Sharing that. All right, I guess you guys can see this, so let's play it, okay?
Yeah. Vought Mark 1. The first version of Vought was very small. He consisted of 2 edge robot arms. His base was from an RC vehicle and his head was a pair of binoculars. His arms moved very slowly and his treads on his base disintegrated, and it became obvious we had to go back to the drawing board. The second version of my robot, as you can see, looks a lot different. It was a whole lot taller and had an articulated neck and highly maneuverable arms. His head looked a bit strange here, but that was only temporary and was almost immediately replaced by a much better looking one, even if it may have been missing eyes. We took him to my school's. Oh,
It's okay, yeah, the video is just playing. Okay.
we took him to my school's playground to test him out. Here we are testing it.
It's okay. Yeah, when we took him outside, we wanted to see how he'd handle different surfaces like asphalt and grass,
Yeah,
and also how long he would last because we bought it used on eBay, so we weren't really sure. But we took him out for a few hours, and he was almost a full charge when we were done. So pretty much lasted the whole day. And also, we wanted to test how it was controlling him when he got really close.
yeah.
Okay. And then we took him. Okay.
Here we are testing out his servos.
So as you can see, his neck was full pan tilt. He had really big shoulders back then, and we actually changed them because he was bunking into doors and other things. So
Yeah,
he's definitely a work in progress. You can see
definitely.
his shoulders here. That's when we added the monitor stands, and his hands were actually from an anatomic kit, so they were fully controllable arms.
This version of Volt was much better. He began to speak, he could move on his own, and his intelligence was augmented, adding the Meccano Mecha controller. We built new arms and a head. I glued his spine to his torso.
I think this was your favorite part. You loaded it, and that's when you really got into the glue. You realized this thing could glue anything together. It's very strong. And then there's the last piece was
Yeah,
putting on his face and starting him up the first time.
yeah,
So we did a lot of tests with the servos because in the beginning his arms would kind of flip and lock in different places.
yeah.
So we wanted to make sure the full range of motion was okay, and also we wanted to make sure he didn't swing and hit anybody, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's okay. It's okay.
On one of Volt's Maker Faires, much of him became damaged, so we built him bigger, stronger, and more intelligent. The only downside was he was a little less maneuverable, but considering everything we have gone through, it was definitely worth it.
Okay, I'm just going to switch the other camera on.
So that is how Vought came to be. If you like to discuss Vought and crafting, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at VaughtRobot. Yeah. Have a great day.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you at a real life Maker Faire pretty soon. Okay, have a good one.